Hi.
Hi.
Hi, welcome back. How did you get here? Did you get
Um,
here okay?
yeah, got here all good.
That's good. Okay, so before we begin, I just want to say that you might see me writing things down, but that's just me taking notes, like filling out basic paperwork. Will that be okay? Or will that like make you uncomfortable?
No, yeah, that's totally okay.
Okay, and also I know I went over this last time, but just for a quick refresher, we're gonna go over informed consent. So what that basically is anything that you say is totally confidential, but there are a few exceptions to that. One of those is like if you say anything that would lead me to believe that you're a danger to yourself or someone else, I would have to report it. Or if you like said that you're a danger to someone else, I would also have to report that. Or if you said like, or if I had just had any reason to believe there was any elder or child abuse happening, I would report that too, but I would let you know beforehand. And if you want like your records released, or if any other organization wants your records, you will have to sign a document of consent, like to show that you gave consent for that document to be released. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Okay. So last meeting, we talked about some programs that your son could potentially benefit from because he's been getting into some trouble at school.
Yeah, he's just
Okay.
having some behavioral issues at school.
Mhm. And some of those, so we think that maybe he could benefit from like anger management classes, behavioral management classes, some therapy, whether family or individual, that would probably help him.
Yeah, that seems good.
Okay, so a little bit more like about the problem. I just need a couple more info, I need a little more information about it. So when did it start, like the behavioral issues?
I would say I saw like a change in his behavior about like 3, 4-ish months ago.
Did anything significant happen then?
Um, I'm trying to think. I mean, maybe like me and my husband have been having some like issues. He just like gets mad at me all the time. But recently he kind of just started. He like hit me recently. But like it, no, we're all good.
Do you think you're safe in the home?
Yeah, no, I'm totally okay. Like it's fine.
You, well, you didn't deserve it. Whatever you like think you did, you didn't
Mhm.
deserve that. If you want, whenever we're done, I could give you some resources to help. So if he ever does that again, we can kind of give you some resources like where you could go and make a safety plan or something like that. So, would that be okay with you?
Yeah, that would be perfect.
So when did your husband start acting this way, if you don't mind me asking?
Um, I think it all started about like 2 years ago when he lost his job. It was
Mhm.
at like a really big company, and then he just started to become like really rude and like all of this other stuff. Kind of like emotional abuse a little bit. Um, but then he would like go and say like, "Oh, it's okay, like it won't happen again." Um, but then out of nowhere, about like 3, 4 months ago, something just snapped, and he just is starting to become more physical.
I'm so sorry about that. Um, how often does it happen?
Um, it just depends. The emotional abuse almost every day, physical, maybe a couple times a week. It just depends. There's really no like pattern.
I'm so sorry about that. On a scale of like 1 to 10, how severe do you think the abuse is? That didn't sound right, but like, are you like, have you had like any life-threatening injuries? Like, is it
Um,
like
I haven't had any life-threatening
that
injuries,
like
so I
question like, sorry, interrupted. Sorry.
no, you're okay. I would probably have to say it's maybe like a 6 or 7.
When it like, where does it happen at? Like, does it happen like in public or at home only?
um, I would say that more of like the emotional stuff just happens more just like everywhere. but then like he plays it off and it's like, oh, like I didn't mean that, it won't happen again. But then if like anything does get physical, it does happen at the house.
And how long do these like, sorry, it's a weird sound in the other room.
You're
How
good.
often, like, so whenever he does get abusive, how like long does it take before he leaves or before he just like stops or before he calms down?
um it all just like again like depends. It could be like 5 minutes, it could be 20, it could be an hour. But there's really like no say for how long it's going to be.
Okay. So what you need to know is this isn't normal. This is abuse. He should not be doing this to you. So after I get a little bit more information, like just the paperwork things, I can give you like the phone number of someone who could create a safety plan. So the next time this happens, it wouldn't be written down or anything. Like you will have a plan, like so you can go somewhere. And I can give you the number for True North, the domestic violence shelter in the area. Would that be okay?
Yeah. That works.
Okay, good. So just I'll run through the other stuff really fast. Um, so like, can you can you tell me about your medical history a little bit?
um I mean, I've just had asthma since I was 15,
Mhm.
but that's pretty much about it.
So you haven't had any like serious like not developmental like serious like medical procedures or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I mean,
So
I gave birth to my son about 7 years ago, but
yeah.
that was
Mhm,
it.
mhm. Okay. And could you tell me about like any social systems you have, like like people you can go to whenever you need to talk to someone?
My older sister Izzy, she lives right like probably 20 minutes away with her husband and kids. So we try to get together as often as possible just so we can get like the kids together just to like hang out, and then it's like a nice little break.
Mhm. When you say a
And then I
break,
have
do
like,
you mean, oh, I'm so sorry.
oh no, I was just gonna say I have some moms at school that I also just talk to when I go and pick
Mhm.
up Brandon from school and drop him off. But
That's
that's it.
good. That's good. And so is it like just your sister and these moms, or like do you have any other family you can go to, or any other friend, or is like she the
um
person you're with?
I have my mom and my dad, but they live in Florida
Mm,
currently. So I mean, I try and text them and call them as much as I possibly can, but they do try and get up here, come to see us about
mm.
like 1 or 2 times a year. So
I mean, whenever you're like an adult with your own life, it's totally normal not to see your parents all the time.
yeah.
So do you have any like alcohol or drug use?
Um,
Any?
I like the occasional drink, but like I don't like
Mhm,
go like heavy like every single day. Um,
mhm.
but yeah.
Okay. And so do you have any like history of any mental health issues is not the right word, but have you ever like been to a therapist and they've diagnosed you with anything in the past?
No, I have not been to a therapist.
Okay.
So
If you like, do you think we could maybe set you up with, I could set you up with one, but I can maybe give you the phone number to some if you would be interested
yeah,
in that at all.
yeah, that would work.
Okay, okay. And I really like your hair today.
Oh, thank you.
I just totally lost my train of thought. Um, so what was your childhood like, if you don't mind me asking? Like your family?
Um, I mean, it was just like a typical family. It was There was me, my older sister, and then it was me, and then my younger sister. And then our parents are still together, happy marriage. So
So a
yeah,
relatively like normal childhood, quote unquote.
yeah.
Okay, and where did you go to school?
I went to a school up in the suburbs of Chicago.
Mhm,
It was just like a regular public school.
mhm. Can I ask the name of it, if you don't mind?
Buffalo Grove High School.
Full Grove. Okay. And are you working? Oh no, you said you're a stay-at-home mom,
Yes.
right? That's a job in and of itself, let's be honest. And are you currently sexually active with your husband?
I mean, from like time to time, but like
Mhm.
nothing like over
Yeah.
going it.
And whenever you do, are you practicing safe sex or not?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Um, so back to Brandon. What do you think, like what services would you kind of be interested in him having, or do you want me to just give you the phone number for all of them?
Um, Honestly, I would just say probably just all of them. We can just try them out,
Mhm,
to see if like what is like actually like
mhm,
gonna help him. So
mhm. Okay, so today we talked about getting you some resources for True North and to help set up the safety plan. And we're gonna see if Brandon could benefit from any of these services. I can give you their phone numbers and that information. Next week, do you want to, we can talk again and we can
mhm.
see if you've reached out to any of these places, maybe?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, it was really nice talking with you.
Yeah, it was nice talking with you.
Okay, have a good day.
You too.
Bye.